Hi everyone, it's Vickie Kello, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Brisbane, Australia. Just trying to find everyone on the iPad. Hi Judy. Hi Glenda. Hi Kerry. Right. Hi Anita. So I thought it's been a little while since I've been on video. So I thought I would show you guys. Hi Sue. Hi Julie. Thought I would show you guys what I got as my backstage. Hi Debbie. So we weren't allowed to show anybody this, what the contents of this, until the weekend was finished. Well, until the weekend had started, but the 3 a.m. starts was killing me a little bit. So I haven't really done anything this weekend except for backstage. So we got a little flask, and it's a thermal flask. And so the concept of this is that there's little stickers. So there's a little bag thing with pom-poms, and I've just placed everything in here. But there's these stickers. Hi Lisa. And the stickers go on the flask. Hi Megan. So I didn't actually take the flask with me because I went to backstage with a friend at a friend's house. But there's, during all the sessions, it said now label this sticker, and there's some months and things. So I'll go through and I'll do that later. Hi Elizabeth. So that goes with that. My backstage little cloud. So backstage is a Stampin' Up event for leaders. So for anybody that is Silver Elite and above, that we can attend. And it's all about developing your teams and leadership and things. So a little pen with a great big gem on the end of it. A notebook. So this is it's a pretty thick notebook. They've got, like, these are chipboard end bits, so it's pretty sturdy. And then thanks for sharing, Elizabeth. Then a Stampin' Up portfolio. So that opens up. Hi Leanne. And then I can stick, I can't work it out. So this is clear. And then here is another pocket. Hi Kim, you did make a live. And then stick some stuff in there. So this is, and it holds the pen as well. So that is what we got from backstage. So I thought, oh, and I missed it, and a badge, a pin. Yes, it's very cute. So, and the binder I actually found fits in this little bag, and this bag's like canvasy thing. It's got clouds on it, and then it's got the little pom-poms. So thanks for sharing, Marie. So that's what we got. And then this is hydro flask. So it's got the metal inside, so we'll keep it like a thermal thing. Hi, Alison. Thank you, Alison. I'm very thankful that you're attending. So that's what we got. And I'm still recovering, I think, from lack of sleep and stuff. But I thought I would come on and share with you what we got. And before we start crafting. So I'm going to flip you guys around. And then put my... That's all right, Shauna. Nah, block is on commercial break. Well, I'm thankful that you can watch me in the ads, Alison. So hopefully that's going to get a bit clearer. Maybe it's just my internet. Looks pretty clear on my phone. Okay. So I thought we'd do something a little bit different tonight. The winner of last week's sharing and commenting was Jess Symes. So Jess, I'll post your gift. I've got a pile of them to post everybody else. So to get in the draw for this, for next week, you just need to comment and share my post and you go in the draw. So I also wanted to share with everyone. I don't usually share things like this, but I'm only watching the blog for the drama tonight. Thanks for sharing, Judy. So hi Donna. The whole theme of the weekend with the backstage was self-care and better your best. So because it's no good comparing yourself against others because you don't know what their circumstances are, you don't know how much time they've got, you don't know how much time they are willing to put into their business, you don't know what their home life's like or anything like that. So we have a little celebration tracker. So at this point in time, it's celebration, we're stamping up. So every $90 that you spend, you're able to choose a free item from the celebration catalogue. Hi, Carrie Ann. And so whilst that's on, there's also some additional rewards that demonstrators can get. So what I thought, I usually print out this tracker and track where I'm going. And so to compare myself with the last celebration, so this is comparing against me, no one else, so that I can make sure that I'm bettering my best. We're nearly done 1 month of celebration this time. And our last celebration, which was the full 2 months, I only got to 1,233 in sales. So I'm one little bar from that and there's still another whole month to go. So I'm pretty happy that I'm definitely on track to better my best of myself. So yes, and my team sales are definitely on track as well. So my ladies in my team are doing really well because my team sales last celebration for the 2 months were 4,154, and then for August I'm up to 3,132. So I'm only 1,000 off, and we've still got another whole month. So my ladies have been doing awesome. And yeah, and then I've got quite a few sales as well. So it's always good to compare yourself against yourself. There's no point comparing everybody else. So I just thought I'd share that because I was also surprised with Backstage that I was on 2 Better Your Best lists, which means I had bettered myself. Hi Helen, thanks. I had bettered my best from this time last year in team sales, team commission and personal sales. And I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. So I thought I would check how I was going against my celebration, how I was going against myself with my celebration. And that's why I thought I'd share that with you guys. So the card we're making tonight, thanks Megan. So the card we're making tonight is this. Now I haven't finished this one, I've only just started this. Are you cutting out or is it me? I hope it's not me. It doesn't look like on my iPad it's me, but my internet hasn't been the greatest. You're a hard worker. Oh, thanks Kim. Let me just straighten that up a bit. You don't need to see the top of my desk. Oh, thanks, Megan. So this card, now I was inspired by my good friend Helen in New Zealand. I I can't get the belly band off. Hi, Claire. I've put the belly band on too tight. And so it opens up. So this is to use all... Ah, thanks, Megan. Did you enjoy it? So this is to use up all that DSP that we can get free with Celebration. So I haven't finished the whole card yet for that one, but I have finished the one that I've made with the penguins. So this one I made into a happy birthday card. To the coolest friend ever. So this was the first one I made, and I've just adjusted the measurements a little bit because I obviously did not cut straight, I don't think. So I've adjusted it a little bit in the second one, which I think fits better for me and my style. Because Helen works in centimetres and then I've converted to inches, and I think that was my issue. This one I worked in inches. So, and I made this one. This is using the hand penned or the beautifully penned free Celebration paper that you get with a $90 order. Wanted to make this one to show that you can use two different DSPs. You don't have to use the same DSP, but you do need the belly band to keep it shut because otherwise it does pop open because it's a bit bulky. And it won't fit in a normal size envelope. I haven't adjusted the measurements for that. This is huge. So it'd fit in a 6x6 envelope, I think. Where do you get all these different card styles? Oh, thanks for sharing, Marilyn. Well, this one came from my friend Helen Glenda. Helen McEwen in New Zealand. She is my buddy. I was set up with her 18 months ago through our Stampin' Up! Demonstrator Development Manager, because I asked for somebody to help me with increasing my sales. So Helen earns the incentive trip every year, pretty much using her on customer sales and stuff. So I was set up with her, and then I have helped Helen moving more online because Helen does a lot of in-person stuff. So we have benefited each other. But yes, like the other ladies have said, you can go to YouTube or Pinterest or anything. So I've decided to make some other cards tonight. I know Megan wants a class with this and I haven't got round to it yet. And this is really pretty paper, but I thought I'd make some cards. I'll make two versions of the cards again tonight with this paper. Just to show you the versatility, you can use any paper that you want. What you need, I have to be a bit careful with my cardstock because I am down to my last 2 sheets of basic grey, 2 full sheets, and I was going to do another card in basic black, but I've only got scraps. I don't have a full sheet of basic black, so I'll have to be putting in an order of cardstock. I know you want a DSP class or it, Megan. I need to get to it. So you need a full sheet of A4 cardstock, and you need to cut the short side at 5.5 inches. Keep this piece because this is going to be what helps make your belly band. And then this piece is turn on the long side and then cut this at 11 inches. And then we need to score, so you need to get rid of the cutting blade. You need to score at 2 3/4 and 8 1/4. So that's your card base. Now with this piece that you cut off here, just cut that off. I just do 1 inch, and you need the whole length of the cardstock. So 1 inch, and then this piece could be used for another belly band on another card, but so we'll do that. you need a piece. I'm using basic grey. So you need a piece that is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And you need a white piece or a very vanilla piece that is 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. So that layers on there, and the first card we'll make is with this pretty foil one. So when Helen made this, she made it exactly the same size as the card base. I struggled to line that up, and I have bits and pieces everywhere with that penguin card. So what I've done is I've just cut it, and it's 1/16, so it's the small one, 1/16 smaller. So it's the 1 tab back from the 5 1/2. And then same with the 11 inches. Hi, Robin. 1 tab back from the 11 inches. Just to give you a little bit of room. And then we need, I will score that in a minute. So then we also need 2 other pieces that are, now I'm going to leave that length, but they are 2 5/8 and 2 5/8, and then they need to be 5 3/8 tall, and they're for the front piece. Now, I think this card will probably look better in black, but like I said at the beginning of the video, I only have scraps left of black. I do not have a full pack of black DSP. Hi, Laura. Now, with that piece that we cut, the 5 1/2 by 11, we need to score this piece. This DSP, let me get the pack for you, Sue. This is the Simply Elegant Specialty Designer Series paper. This is in the annual catalogue. It's not in the mini. I know we all get caught up with the stuff, the mini and the holiday catalogues and all the new things, but this is in the annual catalogue. So it'll be $26 for a pack because it's a specialty paper. Now we need to score this piece on the long side at 2 3/4 and 8 1/4. Then at the middle point, which if you leave it at the full 28 centimeters, the full 11 inches, then it's 5 1/2. But because I've just taken that 1/16 back, I'm actually at like 13.9 centimeters. I never use the centimeter mark, but I'm actually at 13.9 centimeters. You don't want to score all the way through. You could get a pen and mark if you want, but with this dark paper, I can't see a pen mark. So you just need to make a little notch. I don't even know whether you can see it. A little notch there because we need to put some diagonal score lines in. So what we do now is I'm gonna shut up my arm so I've got some more room because I'm running out of room. Here we need to get the tip of the the corner, and then in this track down here you need to line it up with that mark you just made. Make sure you put your cutting blade away because you don't want to mistakenly cut this. And then you need to score a diagonal line. And then you need to do the same. So twist the paper. And so now I've got the little notch up the top, and I need to put the corner down the end. And then score again. And then we're doing the same thing again. So I've just twisted again, and I've got my corner up the top. Need to find my other notch on my other side that I've done. and score, and then twist again. So now I've got my little notch up the top, my corner down the bottom, line them up and score. Now, because we're using DSP, you don't want to be scoring 2 or 3 times because you don't want to rip the paper or anything. Okay? So you need to fold. If you want this paper, this showing, you need to fold, because this is what I stuffed up on my last card. You need to fold this inwards. There's my bone folder. And then where's that score line? Fold that inwards, and then when we open that up and we fold the diagonal, we need to fold the diagonal on the other side. So bend that over. Need to fold all the diagonal. So this looks complicated, but it's not. I've scored that. I'm going to fold that myself because I've scored that really crooked, that piece. So make sure your score lines actually line up. I scored that really crooked, that one, so I'm refolding against my score lines. Oh, it's really pretty, Julie. All right, I'm just gonna refold that. So if you can't score straight like me, or you haven't lined up those bits properly, just make sure when you fold that they're nice and even, otherwise it's gonna look a bit funny. Oh, I've done it again. That's the outside of the card. I need to do it this way. So when you fold, you should just fold the inside bits in. That's better. So these 2 bits here will fold in. No, I've still done it wrong. So that's folding it if you don't want to see the foil paper. This is what I did on my last card. But you need to fold it. I want this foil paper showing, so you need this. It's not doing it. It does fold, I just keep folding it the wrong way. Because that will be glued down. These come up. It's not that challenging if you get it right. There we go. No, I've still done it wrong. Because glue goes down on this and here, and these fold up. So because if we open up, where did my other card go? This is why I made 2 of them before the video, and the first one I did right, the second one I've stuffed up, and I've done this one. Turn it over, then fold. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. There we go. That's what I need to do, Judy. Turn it over, then fold. Yes, turn it over and then fold. So it works out all right. Now, if you're having DSP, a directional DSP, you obviously need to make sure you have your DSP the right way when you stick this down. So you need to fold those score lines on the DSP that we've just done on the cardstock. I make it look very difficult, but it's seriously not. So then when this sticks down, now because I've done a little bit of a border around, there is a tiny, tiny little bit of a border that goes around. But you need to, so if you fold your paper where it needs to be, there needs to be adhesive on these triangles and this. So I'm gonna stick, now it's probably best to use wet glue so you've got some wiggle room. But those that follow me know that wet glue and I are not friends. So I don't use wet glue. And I should have stuck. I'm gonna actually just get my silicone mat out. Because otherwise I'm gonna get adhesive everywhere. So stick that down. And so this is a silicone mat. If you use wet glue, you could do it in bits, but I'm using tape, so, or I'm using seal. So I need to do it all at once. Which means things won't stick to it. All right, so you can purchase this. I dare you to try a Tombow. Not a chance, Megan. So I need to, I've got really no room here today because I've got so many things out. So then when you stick this down, you need to line this up so that the gap is even. And then when you fold that in, ta-da! Now ladies, it is very simple. I just made it look very difficult. Why don't you stick the middle down? Because down, then close the cards. Because I've done that on the other card and it still didn't line up properly. So I found I need the whole piece. I still had to do some trimmings on the last card. So now the sets that I'm going to use, I thought with this one, because it's a little bit elegant and stuff, I am going to use this Beautiful Moments because I want to also show customers that you don't have to use a stamp set that goes with the paper. But what you want to do is this goes on the inside here. And this is where you type your message. Okay, so I just want to decorate this, and I probably should have got basic grey out because I think that's the colour that I want to use stamping. This is called an explosion card. Ah, is it? Lovely. Thanks, Judy. So I'm just going to stamp. This is going to be the inside of the card. So I just want to kind of decorate it just a little bit. Judy just commented, Julie, and said it's an explosion card from way back. Hi, James. I used to make them about 20 years ago. Oh, that's lovely. I need my grid paper underneath this so that I can stamp off. And then now, because I don't stick my stickers on, I'm just going to stamp my birds to make sure they're flying up the right way. Yep, we don't want upside down birds. All right. So, oh, I've got it all over my finger, but didn't get it over my white page. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Where are your blocks? I've only got one block here. I only need one block. The other blocks are in the corner. I'll need another block in a minute, I think. So, that goes on the inside. Let's lay this up. Where did my seal go? And then this piece in here. So you should have more than one block, you wouldn't have to change. Yes. I think my birds look a little bit sideways, but that's all right. So pop that down. That's where our message goes. Then those other two. Hi, did you finish all your cards the other night? I did, Kathy. I did 36 and I have taken them to the school and donated for the Father's Day stall. So I cut 48 card bases, but I finished 36, which were the 36 that I started whilst on video. And that's all I got done, but I thought 36 was a pretty good effort for one night. It only took me another like 10 minutes after the video to put the rest of the finishing touches. I've handed them in. The Father's Day stall is on Wednesday, I think. So that finishes there. Now that belly band will help it close, and there's no scoring or anything needed. You just kind of fold it round, but even with the full length of the cardstock, you don't have much overlay. So I love that DSP, it looks amazing. Yes, I am always on a mission, Julie. I don't have much time to craft. I work full time, I study part time, have a 6-year-old and a husband that all want attention. So I need to make the most of it when I have it. Now, I've got this scrap bit of white here. I don't know whether this will be enough. It will be if I go that way. Maybe. So I also have sitting here, Shauna Murphy is in the annual catalogue. How did we even miss it? Yes, it is in the annual catalogue. I have got some dies. I'm thinking this one I might do circle. How much of a circle will I need though? Then I won't have any room for a sentiment unless I stick it over. No, I might see what happens when I don't plan. I sit here and talk to myself. Use these stitch so sweetlies. Ovals are retired, Judy. We don't have them anymore, unfortunately. Right, so I think I might do this. I haven't done this before. Do that. These are the Stitch So Sweetly dies. Rectangle. Yes, a rectangle would work. Now I'm hoping, I didn't really look, but I'm hoping copper, we've still got copper foils because I think the copper foil will go well with this. but I didn't check beforehand. I know we retired some stuff, so I don't know. If not, I'm sure you've all got copper foil in your stash that you could use, but I'm hoping it's still for sale. How wide is that? That is 2.5. So, because the foil is a bit precious, I cut it to fit so that I'm not wasting any and I don't get any marks on my foil. So that's 3.5, we'll go 4 on there. So that's that one. Now this white piece will fit out of there. Let's put my foil away. And I'm gonna bring in my mini Stamp and Emboss. Oh, it's a bit dusty. I should have probably dusted it before I brought it on camera. So it comes with all the plates. Oh, excellent. Thanks, Megan. It comes with all the plates and it kind of numbers everything for you. So, and it says on here, insert embossing folder, hinge first. I just got mine, so I would have thought so. Oh, excellent, Judy. So you need the acrylic plates, and then you are using this with 3D embossing folder. Well, we're not doing that. Use this with the thin dies and use this with the standard embossing folder. So it says on there what you need. So hopefully you don't stuff it up. And I thought this way I could show more die cutting on the screen. Oh, we do, Julie. Oh, and so run that through. So in the catalogue, it says whether it'll fit through the mini, because this mini is only like, how wide? 3.5 inches, 4 inches? Not even 3.5 inches. So, but all the dies are listed. Now, most of them fit on here. Sometimes some of the bigger dies don't fit, but this is awesome. If I was using the bigger one, then I probably could have die cut these pieces at the same time. But with the mini one, you need to do one at a time. Now, one of the tips is that these are beveled, these pieces, but you kind of need to have them a bit staggered so that the machine bites through. If you have them all leveled, it seems to have an issue with that. So you need to stagger them so that it can bite through a bit better and run through. And then it takes up hardly any room, because, best not throw that die out. Let me put them over there. It then folds up like this. And then I've seen people, if you get the Stampin' Up! Lunch bag from the Logo shop, it fits the mini in it. That's exciting. I don't have that yet. Last time I went to order that, it was on back order. So I haven't ordered it. Now bring my thing back in. And my block. Oh, look at me, Julie. I can still use my D block with this one. Where did I even put my ink pad now? Under those. Now, you could colour this if you wanted, but I'm not going to, because it looked really good when or the male versions that I did last week looked really good when I just left them black and white or grey and white. So I'm going to stick that over there. What am I going to do? And then that is going to go on here. So let's use, where did I put my seal? Here. My seal. On here. Oh, that layers nicely, doesn't it? Now when you stick it on here, you obviously only want to stick it on the belly band, so it's best to stick your dimensionals on the belly band. But you also want to make sure they're gonna not go over. And so I've done the join at the front because that's where your piece is going to cover it anyway, so you don't need to worry about it. Now because this is quite a big piece, I'm going to put 4 dimensionals on here. If it was a piece that went that way, I would probably just put maybe 4 across there, but because it's only going to hold in the middle there, I've put 4 there in the middle. And did I stick that on right? So, and I was going to stick a sentiment on, but I think I might leave this card blank, but do I want to put something in the inside? So I might put this, hope this card makes you smile. So I might stamp something on the inside. And so you take the belly band off, and if you stamp on the inside, you probably should have stamped before you stuck down, but I've decided late that that's what I'm going to do. So let's hope there's no issues. Hope this card makes you smile. And then that's really for any occasion, really. So this stamp set here is only available, it's exclusive Stampin' Up! Celebration Host set. You get it free with a $500 order, or if you have multiple orders totaling $500. So if you have a couple of friends that you want to put in an order, something, so once you reach $500 in orders, then you get this for free. Otherwise, you can't purchase it. But it's got some really nice sentiments in it. So perhaps the stars are opening where our loved ones shine down to let us know they're happy. Be who you were born to be. Hope this card makes you smile. Hope your day is fantabulistic, fabulous and fantastic all in one. Happy birthday. Life is full of ups and downs, hold on tight. There is magic in every beginning. I see you and you are wonderful. Sending this card for no particular reason, and your birthday came, your birthday went, here is the card I should have sent. I like that, except I don't usually send birthday cards if I've missed the event. I usually just figure, oh, I'll catch up later. Yes, I love it. So that's the card. And then I was going to quickly make another one so that you can, hopefully I don't stuff up the fold this time. So same deal. Different papers and different stamp set. So we're going to go, and look, this is my last full piece of basic grey and it's all dodgied up. 5.5. And 11. And we're going to score at 2 3/4. And if you don't have an arm that goes out, you can turn this around and be 2 3/4 again, because it's obviously even, if that works better for you. I'm not going to use that piece. I'll use this other 1 inch piece from my other card. 1 inch for my belly band. You can make them smaller or wider depending on what you've got. This piece here is going to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. This DSP is going to be now just that smidgen less than the 5.5, and just the smidgen less the 11. I found that easier to deal with. And this is 2 5/8 by 2 5/8, and then trim them down to 5 3/8. And we need a piece of white. Uh-oh. I don't have any white. Yeah. And this is 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. And then we need, I'm not too good at maths and I'm getting so good at measurements with cards and layers. Oh, thanks, Julie. So then we need to put that stamp set away before that I lose that. I've got a piece of gold because I thought the gold layering would work, and I was going to do circles on this one to show that anything works. So then we'll need a circle die. Is that the one? Might do a smaller circle die to show more of the gold. That's better. And I'm just talking to myself. And I need some more white. How big is this circle? 3, so I'll just have to do like 3 in that because I don't think it'll fit in the mini otherwise. Oh, will this fit in the mini? That could be a problem. Oh yeah, just. This piece of foil may not. Let's just trim that down just a little bit. So that fits and that fits. Right, bring the mini in. And get our sandwich right. Oh. Cut that out, put that back. Now do this one. Oh, see, that's just a tight fit. So this will fit, but only just. This is probably as big a die as you can go. Oh. Yep. Ugh. That works. There, rubbish. that away. And then shut that up. And I reckon that could even live on my desk full time now that I've moved it over there. Now, let's fold and put this. Oh, we haven't scored this yet. Can't do that. We need to score this DSP. Ah, thanks, Judy. So score this at 3 3/4, 3 3/4. Do it one little bit for the 14. So what you could do, oh, see, this paper's nice too. What you could do is just pinch there as well, just to give you a mark. So then get the point of that plus that mark that you've just done. And score diagonally on there. And then twist your paper around and line up your diagonals again. That bit of dimensional paper is just stuck there, isn't it? Oh, make sure they're all lined up before you diagonal. So let's fold these back the other way, see whether this one's going to work. Then, the way you want your paper, where did I put my bone folder? Can you do all the scoring and folding before we do this in a class? No, where's the fun in that? Then you don't learn. Just like scoring diagonally, never works. We used to sell a diagonal plate. I think I've still got mine. I just don't use it. I found the plate really hard to use. This way is much easier to use. Oh, look, there we go. See, ladies, when you fold it the right way, it goes so easy. I just folded the last two the wrong way. That folded in there so easy. I wish I had done that first, because then you would all think it was very easy, rather than thinking it's so challenging, because it is so... Well, that didn't happen right, did it? What's happened here? I think I've scored crooked. That is not scored right at all. 2 3/4. And let's do this one, 2 3/4. That one's better. And this one needs to just be pushed over just a little bit. All right. So line that up and bring that over. They still haven't lined up exactly like normal. And then that fits in there. So we're going to get my silicone mat again. Whoops. Alright, so then we peel that off the silicone mat. And then if this gets too sticky, you just wash it with some dishwashing soap. Line this up with just a tiny, tiny border. It's a bit harder with the grey on grey, let me tell you. And my crappy night lights, but, oh, what's going on there? Just flatten that down. There we go. Excuse me. Now some adhesive on here. And I should have done some stamping before I stuck that down, but I'm going to put "Thank you for your kindness." Actually, I'm going to leave the inside of this card blank because every time I stamp that "Thank you for your kindness," I stamp it crooked. And I've already stuck this down. So I'm going to stamp my dragonflies. I'm going to get my ink. Hi, Angie. And I'm going to test stamp on my grid paper to make sure I've got them flying the right way. And stick this inside. You stamped straight last time. Yeah, the other one was all right. It's just this stamp I find not as easy to line up. So that one goes in there. Going to stamp a dragonfly. We're going to stamp this one. And on the circle, now Julianne's going to shoot me, so I'm going to get my bigger block. Oh, that didn't stick in there properly, did it? So ink up this. Now I don't actually want the whole thing on there. And the best thing about stamping on a circle is you can't really stamp crooked, because if you do, you just, when you stick it down, you twist it just a little bit. I love circles. And when I first started stamping, I used to use circles all the time to stop that from happening. This is the Dragonfly Garden set. I'm going to stamp. Now I had some white here. I'm gonna stamp the dragonfly because then there's a punch that goes with this. Let's close up this ink pad first. Oh, this was the set we got free as part of our on-stage registration last year. Julie. Oh, can you gold emboss the dragonfly? I could. I might have to do that. I don't have the... now you've given me that, Megan. I'm going to have to go off camera and do that later. I'm going to just finish it with this, and I won't stick the picture online until I gold emboss the dragonfly. Megan, because I don't have anything, I don't have the heat embossing plugged in. I've got no power here. I need an extension cord. So I need to be prepped when I'm doing heat embossing. I choose not to buy the bundles at on stage. Ah. Well, this was, oh no, it's not the one we got free. It's the one we could pre-purchase out of the catalogue, actually. So it took me a while to use the paper that was part of this suite, because it was very busy paper. But when it's just this set, I really love it. So that goes on there. And then I'm going to stick, that's all right, Megan. I think it's a great idea and I think it'll look awesome, which is why I'm going to do it, but I just can't do it on camera. So there is a bigger circle you can choose, but I wanted to see more of the gold. So that's why I did the smaller one. Yeah, it was a bit full on. And then, so we then stick the belly band on. Thanks, Marie. Oh, this paper's easy to line up. There's a little line thing that goes here, so I can work out whether I'm doing this straight. That's a good idea. All right, put that in there. And then put that. Now we could probably stick 3 across there because it's a bit wider. And then we're going to gold emboss that later, so you'll just have to imagine that that is on there, because I'm not going to stick a sentiment on this card either. So let me just pack up some of my stuff here. And then we can show, oh, there's a bit, the finished cards for everything. Put them away. And pack this die up so we don't lose them. Thanks, ladies. So I'm going to bring them all back out in a second. Just need to make some room. So we've got that one. This one which I haven't finished, and this one. So you can use any DSP. It uses pretty much half a sheet of 12 by 12 DSP. And I'm sure all of us have plenty of free DSP that is just lying around with all the celebration rewards that we've got. So I thought I'd show you something to use it up. And then the stamp sets that I used were the Beautiful Moments and the Dragonfly Garden, which comes with the punch. And then the other card, which I made before and didn't show how to make on camera, was made with the Penguin Place. And that also comes with a punch to punch out the penguins. And that paper is free with a $90 order. So it's beautiful. Thank you, ladies, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.